welcome to another video of Corpnce. I'm Rono Savio, and in this video we'll be discussing on how Python handles its errors. So basically error handling, where you are sure as a coder that you're gonna face an error, but how do you prevent it from stopping your code from execution? So that's what we're gonna discuss in this video, and let's dive in. Now, before we understand how to handle these errors in Python, let's see the rank of these errors, like what all errors already exist in Python. So we will rank them accordingly from the very severe one, which gets the rank 1, and it goes on further. So it's literally a descending order of severity of the errors. So let's see. You can see in my screen. So here you can see that the first error, ranking 1, is known as the syntax error. Syntax error, what does it mean? It means that whatever you're coding, the syntax is not right. Your code, what you have given, it's not understandable by Python itself. That is what syntax error means. So for example, when you say print, so here itself the example is, and you say hello, hello should be encoded in double quotes because it's a string. Let's say you give it something like this. Now it's not enclosed with double quotes, which is a rule of Python to follow that syntax. Now Python doesn't understand what you're saying, so it says syntax error. So this is a rank 1 error. You cannot fix this, you cannot handle this error, okay, because there is no error handling for this one. You have to maintain the syntax. Then you have name error. Name error, it comes like, let's say for example you have a equals, okay fine, I'll just keep this as it is. Yeah, I'll go to the next line. So let's say name error, you say a equals 10, fine. In 10, I'm going to print this a. It's going to get printed, so it's perfectly fine because you have declared that variable, declared. Like if you try to print x, did I declare x anywhere? No. That's the reason why it's gonna give you the name error. It says name x, the variable is not defined. So this is what this example means here, print x. And then the rank 3 is type error. Type error is operation between incompatible types. So let's take addition for a string and an integer. So if I say add and 1, yeah, type error. Because string, if you perform plus operation, it is nothing but concatenation. But when it comes to addition for integers, and here the type error says can only concatenate strings, not integers to string. Yeah. Then what we have is value error. Value error, it's like you have your string, okay, let's take an example of hello, and you try to convert it into an integer. Do you think you can convert a string to an integer? Every integer can be converted to a string, but not every string can be converted to an integer. The reason is string is the highest data type in Python. So if I try to convert this, you will get a value error. So I'm trying to convert this particular string into an integer, and you can see I'll get an error. So here if I run this, yeah, you can already see I'm getting a value error. So that makes it clear. So that is rank 4 error, fine. We got next error, which is called zero division error. The name itself says it is like anything divided by 0, it's gonna give you a zero division error. You know you cannot divide anything with 0, that's why. So if I say 20 by 0, yeah, that's a zero division error. Now we have index error. Index error, you might have seen, it says accessing list index that doesn't exist. So if at all I say I'll create a list, okay, I'll create some values 1, 2, 3, and you know list index position starts from 0, 1, 2 because we have 3 values 0, 1, 2. So if I say a of 0, you are going to get access 1, and if I say a of 10, I'm gonna get list of index out of range. Exactly, because I don't have 10 values there, only 3 values. And then what we have is key error. Key error can be seen in dictionaries. So D equals, I'm creating my dictionary and I'm gonna say this is gonna be name and this is gonna keep a name And yeah, so I have a key and a value pair here, and in this key and value pair, in this particular dictionary, I can only have this one name. Notice that this name string is very different from this one. That's the reason why I got an error, and you already see it's a key error because that particular key doesn't exist. So I have to make sure this key is like this. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, Rahul. But let's say I try to access something which is not existing. Exactly, the name with a different space, and this what I wanted to show you. You just saw it before itself. So it's a key error here. So key error ranks 7. Then we have file not found error. This one is very common. Like whenever you try to open a file from your local system, you might give a wrong address, or maybe the file is corrupted or something like that. So you might have come across this very commonly. So if I say open, you're trying to read a file. So I'm saying some file dot txt. I'm giving the extension as a text document file, and then I'm gonna say read. Now if I run this, you can some file dot txt. Oh, okay, wait, I think I'll just keep it like this. It still runs. Wait, I think I have a file there. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have file somewhere there. That's why it was tracking it. Anyways, some file.txt, it's not there, it's not existing. So if I check my folder, I guess I'll get some file. Yeah, you can see that I had some file.txt already existing. That's the reason why I was not able to get this file not found error. So yeah, some file. I'll say some file 2. Yeah, same thing. So that is rank 8, that ranks 8. Then you have rank 9 error, that is nothing but your attribute error. What's an attribute error? Calling an attribute or a method that does not support that particular data type. So we can take an example of, this is a good example, saying hello. So here, hello is a string. Okay, you can you say dot count, you want to take the count of O, it's gonna give you 1. Yeah. So now this dot count length, that and all is like a function, like a method for string. But let's say I try to use a method that is for list on string. So I'm gonna say dot append world. Okay, I'm just literally trying to say hello world, and Python is gonna get confused and it's gonna throw me an attribute error which says string object has no attribute append. Makes sense. And here this is rank 9 error, and then 10th one is like the logical error. Here code runs but gives incorrect result, no exceptions, like exceptions. So no exceptions. 5 plus 5, so here the example is 5 plus 5, and instead of 5 cross 5. So what they are trying to tell is, you as a coder, when you try to run a code or build a logic, sometimes you throw an error by yourself. Like it cannot be shown on the screen like this, like file not found error, attribute error. It won't show like that, but the output that you wanted won't be the actual output that you're getting from your code. That is what your logical error is. So if at all you say 5 plus 5 somewhere instead of 5 into 5, and you're getting 25 instead of 10. That's what they are saying in this example. So yeah, this is all your ranking of error. So that's all for this video. I hope you found this helpful. If it did, do subscribe and take care. See you in the next one. Thank you.